Hi, my name is Avery Richardson.
I'm Jeremiah Meacham.
I'm Cooper Tegler.
My experience with camp was Hi, my name is Avery Richardson. I am 16 years old and I am currently a sophomore at Center Grove High School. In my free time, I am probably at show choir rehearsal for Center Grove Choirs. My experience with camp was this time last year, I was super skeptical about going. My brother had convinced me to go. He was just like telling me a whole bunch of stuff. He's like, Avery, you'll love it. Like, it's such a great experience. Like, you'll never regret it. And I was just like, I'm not really sure about that, because like, if there's one thing you should know about me is that I'm really introverted, and if I don't like personally know you, I'm probably not gonna wanna like start a conversation with you or anything like that. So I was super skeptical about going, but eventually I finally just caved, because I was like, you know what, it's just like a week of my life, like I'll get it over with. I'm probably not gonna enjoy it, but I'm just gonna go anyways. Up until like the day that we were leaving, I was super nervous. Like butterflies in my stomach the whole day. I got to the church, dropped off my bag. I like was having second thoughts, and I was like, no, please, I just do not want to go. I feel like I'm just gonna hate this and I'm not gonna want to go at all. And then I just went through the day, like got on the bus, like drove to Lake Placid, and I was still just like in a bad mood because I didn't want to enjoy it. I like was telling myself that I wasn't going to enjoy it, so that was affecting my mood like the whole day. Then we finally got there, and I noticed like the community around me, just like everybody was just like so friendly to each other, and I was just kind of like, you don't even know these people, like why are you just like all of a sudden making friends? Because that's just not me. That's just not my personality. I just don't make friends on the fly. The day went on, and we got to the service, and I was sitting through it, and it was good. It was like, again, I was like trying not to like lean in too much because I didn't want to be there in the first place. But the more like the service went on, the more I just like felt pulled. Like God was like tugging on my heartstrings, and I just like felt like the move to like be more involved, especially like not just at camp but like in life too. We got to the prayer time like at the night. Like, if you've been to camp before, you know that there's like, in the service, there's just like a moment, probably lasts about an hour, where everybody's just on their hands and knees crying, sobbing at the altar. I finally got to that moment, and I was just like, God, please, can I start over? And I heard him like talking to me like, yes, Avery, you can start over. Like, this is your chance to start over. And I did. Like, it was just like that automatic switch that I was like, okay, I am starting over my relationship with Jesus, and I just want to like better my relationship with him. And just like after that, like it was just like an immediate switch, because like after the service we have this like campfire like talk at the end of the night. Pastor Evan opened the floor to anybody who wanted to like talk about the experience they had at this service, and I was the first one to raise my hand, which I was surprised myself. Like, I was like, that's just not something that I do. But just like even that little thing, I was just so surprised that I just did that on the fly, and just like felt so called to just like start making new friends. And I did. Like throughout the week, I was just opening up to people just like over and over again, just like meeting new people, and it was a fantastic experience, and I cannot wait to go this summer. Another great memory that I have is just at the end of the night, our leaders like will come into our dorm rooms, or the rooms that we're staying in with our girls, and they'll just ask us about like the service that night and like something crazy that happened to us or not, and we kind of just spend like an hour just debriefing at the end of the night, and it's like 1 a.m. and we're just talking about spiritual stuff, non-spiritual stuff, and just again finding that great community within each other. If I were to give one piece of advice to someone wanting to go or not wanting to go, like they just are unsure about camp, it's as simple as go, because you'll never regret it. I don't regret it. And the cool thing was that it wasn't just like my relationship started at camp and ended at camp. It was like I grew closer with Jesus. Throughout this school year, I joined a Bible study with my choir, and it's just helped me get closer connected to God, because I have such a great community with those people. So if I were to give a piece of advice to someone, I would just say go, because you won't regret it, even if you're just skeptical about going. And like believe me, I get it. Again, I'm super introverted and I don't like talking to new people, but I'm just like a different person at camp, and it's a really cool experience, and I really hope that some of you will just make the change and make the decision to just go. A funny memory that I had from camp was on our last day, we were all getting ready to leave. We were all like, we all had our stuff and we were all packed up, ready to go, like sitting outside, like waiting for the buses to get here. And only like 2 buses showed up, like not the correct amount of people that we needed. And they just like our leaders were just shoving people onto the buses, like they just like needed to get people out of there. And it ended up being just like 20 of us. There's a lot of people that go to camp, but there were like 20 left over. And it was just fun because like we were just standing there like with nothing to do. So we eventually went back into the cool air conditioning because it was very hot there. And our leaders got us like pizza from down the street, and we just waited there for like another like 3 hours, but it was great.